As you can see, my plan to record along the way didn't happen. I hope that preamble video wasn't too misleading. I was indeed grabbing more road footage on this trip, and I hope there is more to see than just me standing here talking. So while the bike is put away and it's snowing outside, and I completed the documentary of the Big Trip 2015, we can take a look at what I'm going to call Small Trip 2016. The plan for today was mostly to get from A to B, but the aforementioned Motorcycling Michigan book offered a few scenic routes, and we had put together 380 miles with some nice back roads and a few opportunities to jump on the interstate to speed things up if needed. I got out of work on time and met the wife dropping off the kids at my parents', and we got on the road a little after 4 p.m. The beginning of the trip was on very familiar roads, so we just stayed in the fast lane and made good time. Took a little break just to get gas just after about an hour. It had only been an hour, but we were both surprisingly sore. I was excited to get going because the next leg of the trip was the start of some of those back roads. And the theme or excuse for this spring trip was meant to be Trillium. And some of the roads here, we started to see small patches of Trillium along the road. Another 2 hours, and then it was 100 miles later. We were looking for food and pulled into Manton. On a previous motorcycle trip, I had stumbled on this small town with a nice little breakfast place, but hadn't been here for dinner. Thankfully, Google was up to the task, and we picked out the Shamrock Tavern. We got in, sat down, got our order quickly, but then we sat around for quite a while with no food. At some point, the place switched from dining room to full-out tavern mode with loud music, dim lights, and made me wonder if maybe we had pulled in just before they put the grill away, and so that was the reason for our food taking so long. We finally ate and paid, and were on our way. We were a bit shocked when we got onto the bike an hour later, and the sun was fading fast. Thinking about how much time we had left in the trip to get there, we debated about going straight to the expressway, but looking at the map, we had planned on a 2-lane state highway, and we were quite familiar with it. And it went on a diagonal the way we wanted to go instead of going the long way to get to the interstate, so we stayed the course. Stopped for gas again about an hour later. It was full on dark now. We still had options: continue on this state highway or divert to the bigger interstate. She reluctantly agreed to the interstate, and we made pretty good time, but we were getting beat up from the wind at the higher speed. off the interstate and into the motel we had booked for the night. We were tired, but excited for the main event the following day, trillium hunting and a little bit in the UP.